Good morning, everyone. Well, today is going to be cloudier than it was yesterday, and as we head through the rest of the week, it is going to be mostly cloudy, particularly as we head on through Wednesday and Thursday, a lot of low cloud, but it will be largely dry. Now, this morning we're starting off with a real range in our temperatures. In the north of the country, we're looking at overnight lows of around about 11. In the south, some of us have had overnight lows at -5. So we're looking at a good 16-degree difference in temperature. So, of course, in the south, we've got some frost around. In fact, across England and Wales, there's some frost around this morning, but we've also got some fog. Fog patches to watch out for across southwest England, South Wales, parts of the Midlands, into East Anglia and the southeast. Now, some of that will lift into low cloud. If it sticks where you are, that will hold back the temperature. But you can see there is a fair bit of cloud around today, producing some rain and some drizzle across the north and west of Scotland. You could see some brightness, though, to the east of high ground in Scotland. The same for Northern Ireland, the east of high ground, seeing some brightness, and the same across northern England, east of high ground, you're likely to see some brightness. Come further south, again, there will be some sunny skies around, but not as many as there were yesterday. Now, temperature-wise today, we're looking at 6s and 7s in the south. Lower than that, if you're stuck under an area that hangs on to some fog, may not get higher than 2 or 3 degrees. Sweep northwards, and we could have 11 or 12 degrees as our highs. Through this evening and overnight, once again, the cloud romps in, and there will also still be some rain and some drizzle affecting the west and the north of Scotland. But from this thicker cloud, we could see some drizzle almost anywhere and some hill fog to boot as well. Not as cold a night in the south this coming night as the one just gone, because we've got more cloud across our shores. So that leads us into tomorrow. Tomorrow there will be a lot of cloud around, some low cloud at that, be quite grey actually for many of us, and the cloud thick enough almost anywhere for some drizzle, but especially so across the north and the west of Scotland. Now, tomorrow, like today, if you're in the shelter of the hills, there is a chance you could see some of that cloud break up and some sunshine come through. But it's going to be a milder day across the board. We've got more of an Atlantic influence. At the moment, we're being dominated by high pressure, and that high pressure in the rest of this week will be squeezed that bit further south. So by the time we get to Thursday, still a lot of cloud around. And again, some of this will be low cloud, some hill fog around, and some of the cloud, again, to the shelter of the hills will break. So, for example, to the east of the Grampians, we could see some breaks, and also around the Peak District, we could see some breaks, to name but a few. But as our high pressure sinks further south, it's allowing weather fronts to come in across the northwest. And here we'll see some more persistent rain, and the wind is also going to strengthen. Temperatures compared to Wednesday are down a degree or two across the board. And as for Friday, well, here comes that weather front, producing the rain across Scotland, slipping steadily southwards through the course of the day across northern areas. But as we push further south, well, we've got something drier, and there'll be some brightness around. We'll even see our old friend the sun coming back with temperatures around about 6 to 8 degrees. But that leads us into a more unsettled weekend and more unsettled start to next week as well. Lou and Dan.
Carol, thank you very much. See you in half an hour.
Right, Lou, there is fog out there, there's frost as well, and we've got a real difference in temperature north to south. For some, a good 15-degree difference. But for the next few days, the forecast is a mostly cloudy one. Now, there will be some glimmers of sunshine, but as we head through Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, the emphasis will be on a bit more cloud. However, it will be largely dry, and I say largely because some of that cloud will be thick enough to produce some rain or indeed some drizzle. This morning, though, if you're travelling, the Met Office has a yellow weather warning out for some fog patches across southern England and Wales. Expect poor visibility. It's patchy fog, but we're currently seeing other fog forming across parts of the Midlands and also heading down towards the southeast and East Anglia. So if you're travelling in any of these routes this morning, or of course the minor routes as well, do take extra care. Some of the fog will just lift up into low cloud, and if that happens, that will really peg back the temperatures. So a lot of cloud today. There will be some breaks to the shelter of the hills, so in the Grampians, shelter of the Pennines, for example, the peaks, and also the moors. So there will be some sun. On the south coast, we could also see some sunshine as well after a cold and frosty start across England and Wales. But the cloud will be thick enough to be producing some spots of rain and some drizzle in the north and the west. Now, through this evening and overnight, we hang on to the rain and the drizzle, but look how that cloud pushes a lot further south. So this coming night is not going to be as cold as the one that has just gone in the south. And in the north, we're still looking at overnight lows, 7 or 9 degrees. They're more like maximum temperatures at this time of the year, not minimum ones. So as we go through the course of Wednesday, what you'll notice is we're going to be under the influence of high pressure, but also we're going to see more of an Atlantic influence coming our way. So it will be milder during the course of Wednesday, but it will also be cloudier too. A lot of cloud around across much of the British Isles. That cloud is low cloud. There'll be some hill fog around as well. So it will be thick enough for some spots of drizzle almost anywhere, but particularly across the north and the west. And temperatures across the board, 9 to about 12 degrees. So a milder day on Wednesday. Then as we head on in through Thursday and Friday, watch how our high pressure that's been dominating our weather this week is squashed. And that allows areas of fronts actually to come in from the northwest, and they'll bring in some more rain with them as they do so, and then it will turn that bit breezier. So as we head on through Thursday and into Friday, do expect a fair bit of cloud around. There'll also be some rain in the north, but the cloud again thick enough for some spots of drizzle here and there. And into the weekend, well, the forecast is looking more unsettled than it's been this week. It will be windier with sunshine and showers. Lou and Dan.
Okay.